Namaskar.
Namaskar.
I am here to talk about my motherland, my country, India, and the dress which I have put up. The top one is known as kurta, and this is what is normally in colloquial terms known as dhoti, but in classical terms it is known as pitambar. Pitambar. And you will see many of my friends wearing kurta and some of them wearing traditional South Indian lungis over here. I don't have any videos. Videos are for YouTube, and I would like you to come to India and capture your own video. Of course, Ron, he did the honors for me in the beginning. Most of his video in the beginning was, I guess, captured in India. What is India? India is ages old civilization, and it is the youngest nation. The average age of Indian today is around 30 to 35. Whereas the civilization is more than 5,000 years old. The shape of the country as it is today, it looks like a goddess standing in traditional Indian attire gracefully. That is what we say. Bharat Mata, the Mother India. On the north of the country, it is crowned by the snow-clad Himalayas. Till the down in the south it goes, and the feet of Mother India are abluted by 3 seas. And within this forms a mosaic of vivid cultures and still a one unique country. This is the current map of India with 29 states over there, all with different ethnic values, but still one common India. This is the national flag, which we say tricolor. The colors, they symbolize different things. The saffron on the top, it says strength and courage and valor and sacrifice. The white band in between is for peace and tranquility, and the green at the bottom is the fertility and the auspiciousness of the land, of the land. The spoked wheel, which is in the center, is indicative of motion, it's indicative of progress. It is taken from one of our very old structures, which is our national emblem. This is our emblem, which is 4 lions, and on the bottom pen you see horse and elephant and the spoked wheel in between, which is known as Dharma Chakra, or it is found in the sculpture of King Ashoka, who was phenomenal in spreading Buddhism around in the region. And the script at the bottom, Satyameva Jayata. Satya means truth. Jayate means it wins. So truth triumphs. This is our fulus, the money. 1 rupee is 100 paise in the denomination. The coins are typical. They have inscriptions of various events like Green Revolution, White Revolution, agricultural development. Such stuff are inscribed on the coins. The currency notes have all one thing in common, that is a picture of great Mr. M.K. Gandhi. These are some of the identities given to some of the things, like national bird is peacock, national flower is lotus, national animal is tiger. However, you will find Asiatic lions only in India, and I am from the same state where the Asiatic lions are populated, and you can see that human being and lions can exist in a harmony. This is the best example of coexistence. The tree, banyan tree has a style that it goes on spreading, and the roots again fall down, and it goes and growing and going. The world's probably the largest banyan tree is again in my own state, which is named after great Saint Kabir. Kabir Vad. Vad means banyan tree. And of course, the most revered river in India, Ganga, which is the basic cause of, one of the major causes of the civilization being developed in this region. The most fertile plains are along the banks of Ganga, normally known as Ganges in English, but we say Ganga, and it is as good as mother. The fruit, of course, the delicious ones, the mangoes. These are two national festivals, one 15th August on the day which we went independent, and the another one which is 26th January, which is Republic Day. Republic Day is when we actually accepted the constitution and declared ourselves as a democratic sovereign. The picture in the center is the day when I came from South India to Saudi Arabia for the first time, 26th January 2006, and the great King Abdullah was in India, in Delhi. When I was at the airport and they were telecasting this, I could see, oh, the king is here and I have to go. Some of the numbers for academic interest: around 3.3 million square kilometers of area, 7,500 kilometers of coastline, 29 states, 7 territories, 115,000 kilometers of railway track, 230,000 kilometers of highways, and a population of 1.25 billion. So when we say the size of India in terms of the area is around 1.5 times of Saudi Arabia, but if you think of population, oh. So if you want to go from here to there, from Riyadh to New Delhi is 3,059 kilometers only, around 3 to 4 hours of flying. But once you go there, what you need first is the language. And there is no dearth of languages. 19 is just the official number as of now. But then we have a saying that almost every 12 kilometers the language changes. And each have their own identity. But as I entered, I said Namaste or Namaskar is the greeting which is most common in the Hindi heartland, and it is saying that, okay, I bow to you because there is God inside you, because there is God inside everyone. But then there are many other ways of saying hello over there, like somebody will say Salam Alaikum, somebody will say Taslim, somebody will say Adab Arz Hai, what not. When you say Swagatam, means welcome. कैसे हो या तो कैसे हैं? How are you, my friend? कैसे हो? Mata, the picture says the all mother. Pita, dad, father. Bhai, most commonly known here also Bhai. Bhai means brother. And the picture is of two brothers who are well-known cricket players. Behen. Behen means sister. And the picture here shows that the sister is tying like a band on the brother's hand. This will come later in the presentation also. Pani means water, which I am in need of right now, but it is not available.
Today really not available. I don't know.
This is khana. Khana means food. Khana. And then if you go to bed or you are saying goodbye, say Shubh Ratri. Once you have all this, you have brothers, you have sisters, you have food, you have water, you are welcomed, then you have to say thank you. Thank you is Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad, or in some languages Abhar. Shukriya. It is very close to Shukran over here. So these are some of the words. Let me tell you, I have seen the encyclopedia of my own language, in my local language, Gujarati, and it is 9 volumes. So that is the richness of one language. Of course, when it comes to culture, we have a wide variety of dance, music, paintings, writings, dances, performing arts, festivals. Oh, a big occupation. But as he said in the beginning, the diversity is the main feature of the country, but it is all interwoven into the unity. So unity in diversity is our main feather. Out of all these religions which are listed here, except Islam and Christianity, all of them were initiated, formed in India itself, and they have spreaded across the world without any force. Of course, as I said, the languages, the biodiversity in terms of flora and fauna, cultures, and of course the demographic variety of the country. Oh, now this is mouth-watering thing. You see, of course this is a very small sample. This is Rosogolla, which is from Bengal. This is Gujia, generally eaten during Holi festival. This is Peda, which is sweets made out of milk. This Laddu has various varieties, but this is one of them is Motichur, most famous. Gulab Jamun, of course, in Saudi Arabia also it is very famous. And the most straight ever thing, that is Jalebi. Basundi, again the sweet made up of milk, and Kheer, again the sweet made up of milk and rice and a lot of dry fruits and such stuff. This is just a very small sample. The laddu itself may be having around 11 to 12 types, at least. The dances again have many forms, from folk, but these are major classical dances. The Bharatnatyam, Manipuri, Kathakali, normally from Kerala. This is some Tamil Nadu side, and Odissi. So these are 4 classical dance forms. I have not included much of the music in this, except for the background music. But Indian music itself, it's so widely developed that there are various formations of notes known as ragas, and the ragas are based on the times of the day, seasons of the year, moods of the person, whatnot. The event itself, the occasion, whether it is an event of happiness or sorrow. So the ragas are developed like that. So Indian classical music is again a huge subject on its own. Most of the presentation is here, the festivals. And festivals are generally clubbed with the harvest, because basically we are the agricultural country. The main part of the economy is agriculture even now. The most popular festival, Diwali, which is coming next week. And the picture in the center is the map of India, the picture taken by NASA satellite on the night of Diwali. You can see the whole nation is illuminated by lamps. There are a lot of fireworks and decorations made up of rangolis, made up of colored powders, and then of course a lot of sweets and meeting people. Holi, again another form of colors, but the colors are applied on the faces of the people as a mark of friendship and brotherhood. Basically, it indicates the victory of truth over evil, according to the mythological story. But it is also falling along with the harvest. Vaisakhi or Vaishakhi, it's the most popular festival in Punjab. Again, it is related to the harvest, and you can see this colorful turbanators dancing in their Bhangra. Bhangra is the dance form of Punjabis or Sikhs in particular. Onam is from the country of God, God's own country, Kerala. Again, lot of flowers over there. Bihu is from Assam, almost on the northwest corner of the country, and it is celebrated 3 times, marking different farming activities. A lot of colorful clothes and bindis on the forehead, you can see. Yeah, this is the one which I showed earlier between brother and sister, Bhai and Behen. This is the festival celebrating the love and bonding between a brother and a sister, where the sister ties a band on the wrist of her brother, and brother promises her to keep her safe and secure. Eid, during the Ramzan, if you see the streets in the evening, oh, a lot of food, and the Eid itself is celebrated in a big way in India, across India. The picture in the center is the Jama Masjid in Delhi, where thousands of Islamic brothers, Muslims, they offer the prayers. Navratri. Navratri means, Nav means 9 and Ratri means nights. So this festival goes on for 9 nights, and it's the longest ever dance festival across the world. Last few days of the Navratri in Bengal, it is celebrated as Durga Puja, but these 2 pictures are from Navratri. This is the Garba or the Ras dance performed, but this picture is the world record. There are 45,000 people dancing in circles in this place. This is from my own town, Vadodara. Garba must be known to many, even Americans, because it is most even popular in the US also by this time. Ganesha festival was basically started to collect people during the independence times. I mean, when we were fighting for the independence in the state of Maharashtra, and there are a lot of cultural activities clubbed with the this festival. I guess people know who is this guy. Oh, thank you. And he is dancing the procession of the Lord Ganesha, the idol at the back. Pongal, again another harvest festival from Tamil Nadu. Christmas and New Year, I don't need to say anything about it. Most of the people know about it. The calendar system. Our calendar system is basically made on lunar basis. The days are marked based on the cycle of moon, but then there are corrections introduced in between so that the festivals and the seasons, they match in the solar cycle also. It's not like that, okay, this year we have Ramadan in October, then it will go into September, then it will go to August. More or less the Diwali will fall in October or November all through. So every 2 years there is one additional month introduced into the calendar to maintain the parallelity with the solar cycle. The current year going on, as per the most popular calendar, is 2072. Of course, there are so many calendars being followed across the country, but all of them are on lunar basis. Sciences. Probably the largest collections of the philosophy and the most ancient works on the philosophy are Vedas and Upanishads. If you see all the slides at the bottom, there is a a footnote which is saying Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means the whole world, whole earth is one family, and this comes from Upanishads. Of course, Ayurveda, very well known by this time across the world, the science of herbal medicines. It is ages old science. One of the works on Arthashastra, means economics, politics, written by Kautilya, or his name was also known as Chanakya. It's a great work on ethics, and it can be followed even today, and there are people who do follow it today also. Shushruta is the name of the person who did works in surgery in good old days. And this book, Shushruta Samhita, is the book on surgery in ancient days. One of the most important books in mathematics and astronomy, Aryabhatiya. You must have heard the name of Aryabhat. So the decimal system is therein. Of course, needless to say, 0 has come from India. Kama Sutra, the art of adoration and love. And Patanjali Sutra. Patanjali was the person who made elaborate works on yoga. And yoga, as you know today, has gone international. Oh. These are some of the heritage sites. As on today, the UNESCO has declared 32 sites across India as World Heritage Sites, and another 46 are like tentatively already said to be the heritage sites. So a huge number of heritage sites. Of course, the most famous being the Taj. These are some of the Nobel laureates of the country. Rabindranath Tagore for literature, Dr. C.V. Raman for physics. Mother Teresa also came in Ron's presentation for peace, again 1979. Amartya Sen for economics. And more recently, Mr. Kailash Satyarthi, who shared the prize with young lady from Pakistan, Malala. And these are some of the Nobel laureates who are actually Indian origin persons, but they got the Nobel during their works outside India. Hargobind Khurana for medicine, Subramanian Chandrasekhar for physics, and very recently Mr. Venkatraman Ramakrishnan in chemistry. He studied in this university in the town where I am staying right now, Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda. We can't talk of India without this man. An ardent crusader of truth and non-violence, Mr. Gandhi. He was once declared as man of millennium, and his famous words, which he wrote to, I think, Hitler, an eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. Some other personalities, Mr. Sardar Patel. Sardar Patel was the one who unified the country after independence. There were around 500 princely states in 1947, and all of them were merged into the Indian Union by the hectic activity of this man. He is known as Iron Man of India. Oh, in the recent times, he is the most popular person, Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Of course, a great scientist, but a great inspirer and a philosopher, and of course, the people's president. He was president, and the diversity which I was talking, let me talk of it here. At one time in 94, it happened that a Catholic Christian lady, she made a way for a Sikh to be the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister was given the oath of allegiance by a Muslim president to rule over the country, which is majority Hindus. This is the, what we say, the amalgamation being formed in India. Cricket is the religion, and Sachin Tendulkar is the god. 100 centuries in first class cricket. Oh, the Nightingale, Lata Mangeshkar, many of you must have heard the name. She must have sung innumerable songs in various languages. Of course, now she is retired, but still, if you listen her, you can make out that, oh, what a fantastic voice. Oh. The strong lady, the first and only Lady Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, daughter of the first Prime Minister. Should I tell this name?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Probably the most famous Indian personality as on date, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Not only good for his acting, but as a man. So then, after seeing this, you have to see a lot. In order to see that, you have to come to my country. Come to India. Please come to Incredible India. This is not a tourism ministry's punchline. Now, I will request my friends who have clad themselves in traditional dresses to come over here on the stage, and it will take a couple of minutes to recite our national anthem. All those who are not in